Hope people don't take this the wrong way, but it's like sometimes I'm more worried about the microbes in my soil than sometimes the livestock themselves. I care a lot about the soil, not overgrazing. Healthy soil is alive. There's microbes that live on, around, have symbiotic relationships with, certain plant roots. There's like a little world down there. The way that the land has been farmed for, the last 100 or however many years, we've lost so much of our topsoil. Soil is the easiest thing that you can destroy, but it's also the easiest thing to build back up. Healthy soil equals healthy plants, which equals resilient plants that don't need the chemical help of herbicides, fungicides, pesticides, and ultimately makes a more nutrient-dense crop that we consume and put into our bodies. I'm a first-generation farmer here in Antioch, Illinois, operating Jacobson Family Farms. Jacobson Family Farms has been in business since 2016. The style of farming that we do, doing our best to work with the land, improve the land, that kind of coincides with what we were interested in from the beginning. We don't use any herbicides, fungicides, pesticides. We don't use GMO seeds. It's working with nature opposed to against it. Watching the life return. 50 acres of ours that we brought on to the farm. Over the last 3 years, it was void of life. It was hard pan, it was conventional soy corn. There was not life there. Now, you could dig up a clump of soil and just find hundreds of earthworms. We see dragonflies and birds and salamanders and snakes, and just this whole ecosystem has returned. We have diversified, non-native, cool seasons is about like half the farm, and the other half of the farm we converted back to native prairie. Those roots go down 20 feet. Those plants that those cows and steers are consuming, they're reaching minerals that you're not going to get. And even other grass-finished beef, for us to be able to eat like this biome wanted to evolve, I was surprised with like our beef and our lamb. Like when customers tell us like this is the best beef I've ever had, and this thing has never eaten a piece of grain. This is 100% grass finished. This was born on our farm, ate nothing but the native prairie. So it's like we're eating beef that grazed like the bison did here, however many years ago. I freaking love our cows, I love the sheep, I love the pigs, they all have personalities, yeah. At the end of the day, we are trying to raise a product, but it's a better product if they live a stress-free life. If they're not getting adrenaline pumping, it's going to lead to a better eating experience for our customers. It's going to lead to a healthier product for their bodies. What's super cool about us being here is it comes with the benefit of being so close to our customer base. We're less than an hour from Chicago. Connecting with our Chicago markets, like we have such a good following at this point, going from restaurants to farmers markets, building the online store, being invited to people's homes to deliver produce, and then most recently, the intent is to open a farm store on site this fall. We want to let our community know that they can still come get fresh vegetables and pasture-raised meats from us 52 weeks a year. We already produce a full human diet, so having a little store that can offer that to people, where they can come in and ask questions and see the products that are on the shelves growing in the field. What makes the style of farming possible is the direct-to-consumer aspect of it. Connecting with local farmers, I think it brings a lot of people peace of mind. Most have an open door policy. You can come in and see the way that we're producing things. they get a lot of transparency and clarity on the food that they're putting into their bodies. To have that transparency and know your farmer is, I'd say, very important. Our customers are like family at this point, and I only want my family eating stuff that's not sprayed and just good nutrient dense healthy food. So we want them to have the same thing, the joy that it brings them. And, just being proud of that, knowing that you're nourishing your community is really important.